Thank you, Harvey. Now we get to sort of main part of the meeting. For those of you who are coming for the first time, we have formal speeches, and by that I mean that you don't have to wear the gown and the tux, but it's a formal speech in that it's a structured speech, and it has a specific set of objectives and a length of time. So to begin with, we have an icebreaker speech. That's always fun. That's the first speech that a member of the club gives, and so we really love those. And so that speech is going to be given by Julie Stevenson, and her evaluator is Dinesh, and I'm going to ask him to give you the objectives of the speech. But before I do, I'll give you his comment on the theme of the meeting, dreams. I often get the dream of not having prepared well for the exams. There is possibly something very important that I haven't done in my life. Of course, that anxiety dream of not being prepared, or some of us have the dream that I registered for the course and I forgot. I did, and I didn't go to any of the classes, and now it's the final exam time. That's one that I had for many years. Anyway, could you read the objectives for speech number 1 from the Basic Communications Manual?
Sure. It's an icebreaker. The objectives are to begin speaking before an audience, to discover speaking skills you may already have, and skills that need some attention. 4 to 6 minutes, and the title of the speech is Attitude is Everything. 4 to 6 minutes.
Please give a warm welcome to Julie.
Hello, my name is Julie Stevenson, and I'm going to do my icebreaker speech for you today. The title of my speech is Attitude is Everything. I'm going to tell you about 3 parts of my life: my childhood, my career, and my self-interests, or my current interests. As a child, I grew up in Erie, Pennsylvania. The population was about 130,000 people. You could usually find my dad in the garage working on something. He was out there so often, he installed a separate air conditioner and heater just for the garage, so he could be there all year round. When I was a child, I remember having a dream. I had a fear of spiders, and I was dreaming that these spiders were all over my bed. I woke up and I started calling out to my parents. My parents were in the other room, and my father came into the room and he said, "What's wrong?" But I didn't realize I actually was speaking. I thought I was speaking in my dream when I was actually speaking out loud. So when my father came in, I responded, "What are you doing?" He obviously went back to his room, and we had a talk the next day. But my career. About 10 years ago, I had a change in careers. I wasn't very satisfied with my career. I worked in an office. My job wasn't very fulfilling. I decided to go back to school, and I did a 1-year massage therapy program. Since then, it has been extremely rewarding for me to enable great change in people and impact other people's lives. While being a massage therapist, my fellow coworkers often had another job. Massage isn't something you can do full time. So I decided to combine massage with acupuncture. I did a 4-year program in acupuncture, and at the end, I ended up combining the acupuncture with the massage for a practice. The acupuncture school consisted of 4 to 5 classes every semester, very intense tests, a mass amount of information each week that we had to learn. I was so exhausted on the weekends, all I wanted to do was sleep. I didn't care about going out with friends. I just wanted some me time. At the end of acupuncture school, I decided that I wanted to take some time and just take care of myself. I ended up deciding one of the best ways that I have found to help reduce my stress was exercise. I also loved being outside. So I decided to join a cycling group. The group goes cycling on Fridays out of the Bedford Library. I met a lot of people there, so very friendly and so very supportive. Because I was there and they had taught me how to cycle. So you think, well, didn't you learn how to cycle when you were a child? When you cycle with a large group, it's a little different. Have you ever seen large amounts of people together? They seem very close, and you think it's very dangerous. It's actually called pace lining. You're within a half a foot to a foot of the person in front of you, and you all are very conscious about not making any rash movements. If one person were to stop suddenly, that would mess the whole group up, and they would probably fall. So it's a great way to cycle because you have what's called drafting. The person in the front spends more energy, and then the people behind them spend less energy, so the whole group can go faster and longer. One thing I've always thought was helpful is to set goals. The first year I was cycling, I met people of all sorts of backgrounds that raced or just went long distances. So one goal I set was to do a century. So that's 100 miles in one day. I did that my first year and had a great time. My second year, I set a goal to ride a charity ride. The ride lasted 7 days, and we rode 550 miles. You might think, how do we even prepare for that? It's actually easier than you think. Other than spending a mass amount of time cycling during the weeks prior. All in all, it has been an amazing experience, and I encourage you to go cycling and enjoy the outdoors. Attitude is everything, and if I did not have the positive attitude I have, I would not have been able to accomplish everything I have. Thank you so much.